Hello everyone. In this video, we discuss the topic of a synchronous machine. In this topic, we start with the determination of voltage regulation of a synchronous generator by MMF method. In the previous video lecture, we discussed the EMF method for the finding of voltage regulation. Now we discuss the MMF method and ZPF method to find the voltage regulation in this video. Here to explanation for the MMF method, here we draw the equivalent circuit of this synchronous machine. In the equivalent circuit, we can write the equation of EMF as a E bar is equal to total Vt plus Ia into Ra bar plus Ia into Xs bar. Here we note that it will be a vector addition. In this circuit, the total EMF E is equal to Vt plus Ia into Ra plus Ia into Xs is the total equivalent circuit for the vector addition. In this figure, we have to split the synchronous reactance in two parts. There is a XL and XA. Let the voltage across the point A and point B will be a E dash. So, by using the XL and XA, the voltage will be E dash and the total voltage will be E. So, for the E dash and E value, then we can write the total E is equal to E bar is equal to Vt bar plus Ia into Ra bar plus Ia into XL bar plus Ia into XA bar. There is a total equation of a EMF value. In the same way, when we write the value of E bar is equal to E dash bar plus Ia into XL bar plus Ia into XA bar, where the E is equal to Vt bar plus Ia into Ra bar. So, by using the equivalent circuit, when we draw the phasor diagram for the lagging, leading and unity power factor condition of the MMF method. In the phasor diagram for lagging condition, the phasor diagram is just to get a E dash. For the considering a lagging power factor connection, the flux phi is in alternator is produced by field MMF. This flux phi induced EMF there is known as a E or E0 in the armature winding. So the EMF E can be represented by the field MMF or the field armature current. Similarly, other voltage drop can be expressed in terms of a MMF. In the magnetomotive force method, this method is a leakage reactance drop is considered as a additional armature reaction drop. This voltage drop can be expressed in a term of a MMF or other name is a armature term. In the other words, the leakage reactance MMF is considered as a additional armature reaction MMF. All this method to find the voltage regulation, this will be drop is expressed in a term of a field MMF method because of ultimately this case is producing the EMF and voltage drop is done. It is a field MMF. So if we can develop the MMF diagram, that is indicate the MMF required to produce the E dash. and MMF required to produce the drop. We can add this two value of MMF in the resultant MMF is total MMF or field MMF, and that can be represented as a EMF value. Once the E is known, the regulation can be calculated. So in the previous phasor diagram, we will make the respective MMF of this connection. For making this MMF for open circuit and short circuit test will be used. In the MMF method, the armature turns, and since the number of field turns are constant, the MMF can be represented by the field current only. The step involved in a phasor diagram for the MMF method are as first point is draw the VT and armature current, total voltage and armature current IL by phase power factor angle phi. So first of all we draw the terminal voltage VT and armature current IL and angle with phi. For make armature current and resistance draw at the tip of the terminal voltage. Here the armature current and resistance draw at the tip of the terminal voltage VT, and parallel to get armature to get a resultant value of a terminal voltage plus armature current and resistance is a in then connection. Now let the field MMF required to produce for the armature current and reactance drop are as given. To magnitude to field current required to produce E dash or E, then resultant will be 0 to this value. The EMF produced due to the electromagnetic induction is lagged by 90 degree. For the transformer accordingly is E dash, and there is a connection is a 90 degree of them. Thus the MMF is produced, E dash is plotted. Next point is during the short circuit condition, the load voltage is 0. So the entire EMF or MMF is utilized for the armature current and reactance drop. Here the value we write that the X S is equal to XL plus XA, and XA is a dominant and armature reaction and reactance is a dominant as a XA is a produced due to the flux, armature flux. The nature of a armature flux is demagnetizing, so the flux is in opposite direction to field MMF. So we consider the MMF required to produce the armature current in the reactance. For the MMF required to produce the armature current and reactance drop is only considering the demagnetizing effect only. The leakage reactance drop is considered as an additional drop due to the armature reaction. For the MMF will be opposite direction in this connection. So now we should draw the MMF diagram for the lagging power factor connection. We draw here for the lagging power factor connection MMF diagram. First of all we draw E dash value, then after Vt value. The resultant will be Ia into Ra, and when we draw the total EMF value is E, so there is a EMF value E represent with the angle between them. In the angle of 90 degree is at field current dash, and other value of this form will be IF double dash. So the resultant of the total field current will be IF. When we consider in the this form in the lagging power factor, the value of IF double dash is in a reverse form is known as IA, armature current. The angle of terminal voltage and armature current is phi, and the IF double dash and IA angle will be 180 degree. So there is a figure of a MMF diagram of a lagging power factor. Connection. So for the MMF will be opposite direction is in 180 degree apart from the IA, and let is considered as a IF double dash. Thus the IF field current double dash is plotted in a 180 degree apart from the armature current. That is shown in this figure. For the resultant field current and resultant field current double dash is the total resultant of a IF, which is obtained by constructing in parallelogram figure. Thus the field current is a total field armature turn and a resultant of a MMF which is produced in a EMF. The next point for this diagram is again from open circuit characteristics, and magnitude of EMF is corresponding to this field current can be found. This EMF is lagged by 90 degree with them. Once the EMF and total value is known, the voltage regulation can be found by this equation. The voltage regulation and percentage voltage regulation are regulation is equal to E minus Vt upon Vt, and for the percentage regulation is multiply with 100. In the similar way, the MMF diagram can be developed for unity and leading power factor connection. Now we draw the unity power factor connection. In the unity power factor connection, we start with the terminal voltage Vt. Here it is a terminal voltage Vt in the same direction. The armature current and resistance are here. The value of armature current, there is total known as E dash. For the field current, we should write here for the 90 degree as IF dash, and IF double dash is also with them in a 90 degree. Here it is a IF and terminal voltage angle is 90 degree, and the resultant of the IF dash and IF double dash is total IF. The angle between IF double dash and terminal voltage, it will be 180 degree. So this is a unity power factor connection for the MMF method. Here the Vt and armature current are in phase. For the leading power factor, it is diagram for the unity power factor connection. For the leading power factor, we should write for the reference phasor in Vt terminal. The angle of the phi, the resistance, armature resistance and reactance will be drawn. The armature current and resistance are drawn here. For the value of E dash, it will be there is an angle between them is a phi. Now we draw the armature current is in IF form. For the field current, we should write here in the same way IF dash and IF double dash. So we should write here as a IF dash and there is a value of IF double dash. The resultant current will be them. There is a resultant current of IF. The 90 degree, there is a 90 degree between them. IF dash and terminal voltage is in 90 degree. In the leading power factor, the armature current leads Vt by 90 degree. There is a diagram of a leading power factor. So both these diagrams are very important for the explanation for the unity power factor and leading power factor connection. There is this diagram is represented as a leading power factor, and this equation is a terminal voltage Vt plus Ia into Ra is equal to E dash. So the E dash is represent for the MMF to produce the EMF value. This armature current Ia into Ra is represent as a MMF to produce the inductive and terminal voltage. And the total EMF E, it will be represent in a MMF to produce the E. This phasor diagram is represent as the MMF diagram for the lagging power factor. MMF diagram, and all these unity, leading and lagging power factor are totally explained by using this connection. So now we discuss how to solve the numerical by using the MMF method. First of all, while we solving the numerical by using this method, only the parallelogram for the resultant IF is to be constructed. The same parallelogram is drawn by taking the field current in a horizontal form. Just as a refer, the following diagrams, all these diagrams is a understanding. By referring the total MMF diagram, the angle between IF dash and IF double dash can be worked by geometrically. For the lagging power factor, the angle will be 90 degree plus phi, and the leading power factor, the angle will be 90 degree minus phi. In the unity power factor connection, we should draw the diagram will be the general diagram of unity power factor. It will be the IF dash, there is a IF double dash, and resultant is IF connection, field current connection. There is angle between is 90 degree. For the appropriate value to take a scale of IF dash is in horizontal. The IF double dash is drawn is the tip of the IF dash and leading by 90 degree. Resultant IF is thus obtained. The value of IF, it will be IF dash square plus IF double dash square total root. Now for the leading power factor connection, lagging power factor connection, lagging power factor connection, we should take appropriate scale. IF dash is drawn in a horizontal form. So we draw the horizontal line for the IF dash connection. Considering the given power factor condition, the power factor angle phi is found. Phi is equal to cos phi, and if double dash is drawn the tip of a if dash angle between 90 plus phi angle. So here there is a 90 degree and phi angle. There is a 90 degree and there is a phi. So total is 90 plus phi angle is a if double dash. The resultant if is then obtained resultant if is represented as a if is equal to root if dash plus if double dash sin phi square plus if double dash cos phi square. Here we take the cosine and sine angle for the same purpose. So for the cosine and sine angle we should write if there is a 90 degree between them, this value is if double dash cos phi and if double dash sin phi angle. There is a phi angle, so this is angle will be also in phi connection. Now we discuss the leading power factor. The leading power factor, we should take appropriate scale if dash drawn in a horizontal. If dash in horizontal form. If double dash is drawn at the tip of if dash, there is a leading by angle 90 minus phi. So there is a angle between 90 degree and 90 minus phi is known as in this form. There is a phi degree. So 90 minus phi angle is known as a if double dash. The resultant if is thus obtained by connecting them. For the analytically purpose, there will be a 90 degree. So here the if double dash cos phi and if double dash sin phi value. If is a total of this phasor. To analytically form, we write here the OA, the value of O, A and B. The value of OA square is equal to OB square. OA square is equal to OB square plus BA square. BA square. So the OA is equal to root OB square plus BA square. The OB square is known as a if dash minus if double dash sin phi in the total square plus if double dash cos phi square. From this if is to be determined. In all above cases, the MMF diagram is constructed by neglecting the armature current and resistance drop. If this armature current and resistance drop is to be considered, then some calculation involves for the E dash is equal to Vt plus Ia into Ra cos phi. Terminal voltage and armature and resistance drop will be considered, where Vt is the rated terminal voltage of the alternator and Ia is a rated current voltage of a alternator, and cos phi is a power factor angle between them. Correspondingly to this E dash, the respective field current IF dash is found for the open circuit characteristics. The further calculations are then similar line and will be explained. Once the resultant field current IF is known, the EMF E of the field current is found from the open circuit characteristics. The regulation is then determined by using the expression for the E minus Vt upon Vt. For the percentage regulation, it will be multiplied with 100. Here we take a note that while solving the problem of MMF method, all the values should be taken in per phase basis. Okay, so the next method and the third method is to find the voltage regulation is a zero power factor. The other name is the Poiter method to determination of a voltage regulation in a synchronous generator. This method we will be discussed in a next video lecture.